That is, however, a hit. And at least it wasn't the piercing bite. So you take 5. You're now critically wounded. As we go to Gargoyle 14, it does not see anything over here because Shen is still invisible. You are still invisible if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep.
All right, you can drop invisible on your token if you want to from the conditions panel over there, or the effects panel. There should be an invisible one there.
I'm gonna attack next round anyways.
Okay, so we'll just no problem. So we'll just go ahead and attack 0-10 a couple of times. Here's the bite. Ooh, that's a hit. So you're vulnerable. So okay, so wow, you go down. You are going to death saving throws now. Oh boy, yeah, you are going to death saving throws. So as you go to death saving throws, it moved a total of what, 20 feet? It's going to use the rest of its movement, 30, 40, 45, has plenty of movement left, and it's going to jump over and try to claw Omi. So you get hit with an 18. Okay, go ahead and roll that die. So that'll take
7.
That'll take it back down to 11. We already know that that's a miss. That gargoyle is done. We are now to Omi, as you are totally surrounded now, you and your companion Darganoth, with about 7 gargoyles.
Oh boy, I want to heal us, but I don't know if that's going to do a whole lot of good with vulnerability to damage. So I'm going to try a Hail Mary here, do something really creative.
Shattering yourself.
Well, you almost guessed it. I'm going to say, Darganath, close your eyes and don't look at the spoons, as I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern on all of us here. And I want to use my inspiration on the saving throw.
Oh, for you?
For myself.
All right, so go ahead and do all the gargoyles first, and then we'll do you separately. And target Darg as well. Is there any kind of immune to this if they are already affected by this once?
Nothing in the spell description.
All right, then it can happen again. I just wanted to double check.
All right. Here
goes
nothing.
How a lot of stuff in 5e will say if it's happened once and you're immune. Wow, look at all this success and failures. Mostly failures, which is good. I think one of those failures is probably Darganoth also, isn't it? Yeah, oh yeah, 2.
Well, Darganath has Bardic Inspiration, though, that he can use on the saving throw.
Yeah, but, I mean, even with a 2, even with a max roll, it's not really going to help.
Can I use my inspiration with Bardic Inspiration?
If you want to, sure. If you want to use your inspiration, go for it. You can re-roll that too.
Does that mean I just re-roll?
Give me a wisdom. Yeah, just drop a wisdom saving throw with a plus. Roll the inspiration die first, and then take that result. What is it at 1d8, right? Is it d8? All right.
Oh, this is a lovely day for me.
Put a 1 in the modifier box, and then do the wisdom saving throw now. It is a pretty good day because you were successful, so you're not affected by that, but you lose your inspiration, which is okay. Okay, so let's see. It looks like some of these are incapacitated, which is a good thing. Most of them, actually, all of the ones surrounding you are incapacitated. It looks like. Wow, nice.
All of the ones surrounding me.
All of them surrounding you guys are all incapacitated. I'm hovering over them, and all of them have the incapacitated condition now. So, good job. Anything else for you there, Omi? You can move. It seems like they're all suspended in animation, just kind of looking like there.
I'll say Dargan. Actually, I have to make my saving throw against my own spell, I think, too.
Oh, that's right. We forgot to do that.
Yeah.
And you can do that with inspiration because you still have it too. Or are you confident that your wisdom ability score modifier is good enough?
Nope, I'm using it.
Oh no!
So we're all staring.
Except for Darganoth. Yeah. What is the radius of that, by the way?
Oh, it's a 30-foot cube.
Oh, if it's a third, okay, so you wouldn't have affected Zero or Vey.
No, I just would have got our cluster here.
Okay, and I believe Vorn is immune to charm anyway, so it would not have affected him anyway. So, okay, good job there, Omi. You're incapacitated as well. Are there any kind of saving throws at the end of turns or anything like that for hypnotic pattern?
Nope.
It's just
mesmerized by his own spoon.
Yeah. Of course that would happen.
I either have to have someone take damage or have someone shake me to get out of it.
Sure. No, honestly, would you have told everybody about that ahead of time before you cast it, or?
Maybe not. They've seen me cast it a few times, so it's up to them to decide if they know that or not.
I would imagine that you would probably say, okay, guys, in drastic circumstances, if I am taken by one of my own spells, shake me to break me out of this trance or this drunken stupor that I'm in. You know what I mean? I would imagine you would probably have done that.
Sounds good.
All right. So we'll move on to Darganoth. You're not affected. So what would Darganoth like to do? He was successful with his saving throws, with his inspiration. So I'll take the incapacitation off of you. But you're still vulnerable for another nine rounds. So
I'm gonna turn this way. Realize I'm gonna be like, the gods speak to me and tell me that somehow Shen's responsible for this, and now he runs away.
So all of these things are mesmerized around you, and you do know that if you attack them, then they'll be active again.
And I guess as I turn around and notice this, I notice him. What does it take to shake somebody back?
Just a good punch right in the mouth or something like that. I mean, something like
Kick
that.
you in the nuts.
Or kick to the balls.
Try to steal one of my spoons. That'll do it.
Take all the spoons.
So it's going to take an action anyway to wake him up. So I think that would be an action well spent, because all of these gargoyles are mesmerized. They're in a drunken stupor. So, although you do see gargoyles on the other side, on the western side, they're looks like they're starting to turn towards you and engage you now. So
yeah, I'll shake him and wake him up.
Okay.
What happened?
And then I can't tell, like, right here, that's just wall, right? Like, are they standing there, or like kind of flying in?
There's Aarakocra looking down at you about 30 feet up. They're saying, "Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him!" They're not engaging.
I'm trying to see if I can like move this way.
You can move to there, and that's it. Yeah, you can move there. Yeah.
Get some clear air out here. I guess that's it, because I used my action to shake him. So. Oof. I got super quiet. I passed my turn, guys. You can
Gargoyle's
talk.
Incapacitated. I mean, that's incapacitated. You can't do anything. This gargoyle is not incapacitated, and it does hover and fly over to... It is moderately wounded, and it does fly over to you, Zero. You are also affected by the vulnerability.
I'm unconscious.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it is. So that means that it would fly over towards you, Darganoth. And it absolutely horribly misses you. And it's going to try to do a claw attack. And it misses again. So, Shen, you are invisible, and it is your turn.
And I would like to move, skirt the poo.
And don't forget, the gargoyle in front of you is heavily wounded as well.
Yeah, but I'm invisible right at the moment.
You are.
We're just gonna
Move to
take
there.
it easy for a while.
We'll take a break.
I'm just gonna smack this out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna chill out right here for a second.
I did love how he said, but I'm invisible right now, Dave. I don't want to
Yeah.
screw that up.
Yeah, I want to get out of immediate attack range, and I want to cast Healing Word on 0.
All right, so that will make you visible.
That will make me visible.
Why don't you just get right up on him and touch him with a cure wounds and do more? Healing Word doesn't do as much, but then again, you need the range.
Yes.
But... So you get 6 back from the Healing Word. There's 0.
Oh.
And then I'm visible now, and I will use the hammer will attack the gargoyle in front of me.
Sounds good. So 0, you're feeling better. You come to, as you can hear
What
a
happened?
gargoyle scuffling around beside you. Shen, you're going to attack. There you go.
Yeah,
You're going to
as soon
attack
as I
that
find it.
critically wounded one. Take your time, Shen.
There it is.
Oh, boy, we are rolling so bad tonight. That's a miss on the gargoyle.
And that is the end of my turn.
All right, this gargoyle is incapacitated. This gargoyle takes a swing. It does take a claw slash at the spiritual hammer, and it notices that it goes straight through and nothing happens. So it will take the movement and see you that you have reappeared, Shen, as it kind of like shakes its head, and then it tries to bite you as it does hit, and you are vulnerable. So wow, you're actually going to take wow, that's wrong. I don't know why it's not adding. Did it give you vulnerable damage? Oh, it did. You're at 19 wounds now. So yeah, that definitely hurt.
Ouch.
It just doesn't show it in the chat, but it did take the damage in the combat tracker. Okay, so that's it for that gargoyle. It has gone. Let's see. We've got another gargoyle that's incapacitated. Another incapacitated gargoyle. 0. I'm sorry, Vey. Round 4, you're back up.
Alright. 0 got healed, right? I missed that.
Yeah, here 0 has been healed. He's
6.
at 28 wounds right now instead of 34 and unconscious.
Okay. Then I will take advantage of my invisibility at the moment and do some striking.
Okay. If you're gonna attack, it will be with advantage.
Okay, awesome. I like that too.
If it has an attack roll.
Alright,
Not a
I'll move
saving
my
throw,
bonus
obviously.
action. Yeah, it is an attack roll.
Okay.
Use my bonus action to attack this guy behind. Number 17.
Hex, right?
Or move my
Sure.
my hunter's mark to it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Not Hex, Hunter's Mark. Yeah. Thinking of the Warlock Hex. All right, now you can do that with advantage as well. Click the ADV button, lower left-hand corner. Nice attack with a 23. That's a hit. Advantage actually saved you on that because you would have missed with that 8. So you do a total of 18 damage, force damage to the gargoyle. He is critically wounded. That's the one that's on Shen, by the
I
way.
used Planner Warrior. I'm not meta-ing this. I would have used Planner Warrior anyway. I don't know
Yeah.
anything about the piercing, but my second attack will not use Planner Warrior, so it'll be just a regular piercing attack.
Okay. Hopefully you can take this thing out.
Oh, I have to roll to attack again.
Tighten up over there, Vey. You sure you're not drinking that Maker's Mark? I almost called it Hunter's Mark, but yeah, I almost called that whiskey.
Drinking Hunter's Mark.
That's
That's awesome. I'd like that drink.
Yeah, that would be good. Nice crit. Nice crits, Vey. Show me your crits,
Yeah, I
Vey.
think that. I'll show you my crits.
I
Here they
wear
are.
that shirt all the time. So nice. I actually had one pair of sisters that were in when I went to play some Adventures League at Sun City Games. I sat down, And the one sister saw my shirt and she like slugged her sister, and she said, show him your crits real quick. I was like, whoa, easy, not here. That was fun. So you take that gargoyle out, nice job, as it crumbles into a pile of rock and earth. So you have one more gargoyle that is not incapacitated. And how long is this incapacitation gonna last? Is it 10 rounds or something like that?
Yeah, it's 1 minute. Yep.
Yeah, very nice. Okay, so let's go back to 0, seeing that you're back up
My
now.
invisibility off.
Okay.
Let's have a Vorn move. All right, how? You move here?
Sure, he can move.
I
He's
can't reach him
just
yet.
within range. Yeah, you can. You're adjacent to the number 4.
Okay. Well, he's got a double hand attack, I think.
Born smash.
Double fist attack.
Whoa.
So double fisted number 4.
Well, spoilers. So that's a hit with Vorn. Nice.
Bludgeoning damage.
All right, go ahead and drag that. Oh, nice.
Oh,
Wow. Partially resisted. As Vorn says, Vorn smash, Vorn double fisting.
All right, for me, I'm
Double
going
slam.
to do a level
You get multiple attack, right?
2. Well, oh yeah, I do.
Tighten up over there.
So
Tighten
one
up
more.
over
Let's
there.
go. Tighten up.
It's another hit, 17. Vorn is a oh my gosh, another. So he did like 16 damage because of the resistance.
Yeah.
But you guys have one more that's awoken now. So that's the end of Vorn's
That's
turn.
Vorn's turn.
What's
So I'm going to do
what are you doing?
second level
He's a construct.
magic missile in front of me.
Sure, go for it. He's moderately wounded. I love magic missile. It's like the most underused spell. I mean, back in the day, it was
True.
always used. But yeah. All right, so you do
That's
another
3.
10 force damage. Not too bad.
And that's 4, right?
If you did a second level
Yeah,
spell
level
slot,
2.
yeah, you're good to go. 12 damage.
And we're going to Wild Surge.
Yeah, because what? Yeah. Do we get another one now? Oh, it's a 7. Oh, I was about to get excited.
Well,
I was
think it
about
rolled
to
over from a
double
1.
fist it myself there for a second. On an, I mean, whoa, spoilers. But
oh.
hey,
I'm going to stay there, I guess.
all right. Let's go to let's see the gargoyles. Incapacitated. Omi incapacitated. No, you're awake. Didn't Darganos slug you? Yeah, I think he did.
Oh yeah, I'll take that off myself.
All right.
I'll come all the way over here and raise up the staff of healing, and go ahead and use 5 charges for a mass cure wounds.
Wow. Ooh, that leaves you 1 charge, doesn't it?
Yep, 1
Why
charge
don't you
left.
just do a second level and just use all the charges, and let's just see if that thing turns into dust. Are you scared?
Oh yeah.
I would be too. All right, so let's do a mass cure wounds on everybody. Ooh, he's got everybody targeted. What's mass wounds? Is it 3d8 or something? Yeah, there it is, 3d8. Wow, everybody gets
Yeah.
back 23.
Nice.
Wow, nice job. Holy cow. Nice.
Thanks, homie.
you guys are in pretty good shape now. All right, so anything else, Omi? Minor action, some more movement, attack of opportunity for the gargoyle.
I'll take a step back to there. And that'll be it for me, because I'm out of bonus actions.
Okay. Darganoth, what say you?
I'm gonna take. Oh yeah, now it's my turn. I had a question. I realized that I was like, why do I only have +1 on this dagger? So I've been pondering it to myself since my last turn. The +1 is +1 because it's a +1 dagger. I had already taken off my dexterity bonus addition, so that's all you lose when you do with an offhand, right? Is your like attribute bonus? Okay, so I had already taken that off.
Just for damage, but you still get that for to hit though. You just don't get it. You get it for to hit on a 2-weapon fighting. The drawback is no damage modifier, unless you get like the fighting skill or the fighter skill or the ranger skill that says you can add it back in. But
no, that's what I was saying. Is I had the foresight to already take the dexterity damage out. That +1 that I took off last time was from it being a +1 weapon, so it still gets that, right?
To hit, yeah, absolutely, and it'll get your dexterity modifier too.
I can't remember +1.
But to damage, yeah, if it's +1, yes, it will be +1 to damage because it's a magic item.
So okay, so I don't have to take that off anymore.
No, it looks right.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to just take a double slash at him.
Okay.
I don't see a reason to put my dagger away yet.
I'm going to make this end next round anyway because they've pretty much got all the gargoyles incapacitated. They can't hear me talking about this, so...
Oh, I should have cursed them first.
Nice hit.
Because that would have been brutal.
Sure, you can just say that you. What is it? What is it, like a bonus action?
Yeah, it's a bonus action, but I can't do that. I can't, in good conscience, do that after I know that would turn that into a crit. That'd be cheating.
Yeah.
Because the curse would have turned that 19 into a crit hit. It would have been glorious.
It would have been.
I
don't know why I was thinking hex, but yeah. So I'm going to make... Who
yeah,
it is.
It is a hex, sorry. But I will get my sneak attack at least.
I think I'll
in this situation. Very much
maybe
so.
Just a Shar will throw a fireball.
Now let's see what I can do with this.
I think I'll do that. Nice. That gargoyle is absolutely destroyed. It turns into a pile of earth, stone, rubble, minerals, gold chunks. No, I'm just kidding. On the gold chunks. Yeah, it's incapacitated. It is dead.
And being that, like I don't meta. I don't know that they're piercing. I'm going to put my dagger away now because I know from now on I'm going to be engaging multiple enemies.
Okay. So you're basically going to stow the dagger, pull the bow, etc. I'll let you do that as your movement action.
You know, Darganath never uses a bow. No, I'm stowing the dagger to get ready for some flame blade.
Yeah. All right, so let's see.
You can't handle the awesome power of the bow.
Oh, yeah. All right, see, this is not incapacitated anymore. It's going to take a swipe and a bite at Vorn, and that's going to be a miss as he tries to bite into the Shield Guardian's metal structure. It doesn't work. The claw basically rakes right off. Sparks fly off of his armor. Let's see. Nothray's not here. Incapacitation. And Shen, what would you like to do?
I would like to move my spiritual weapon. I think I can move it 60 feet, right?
You can. Is it 60 feet or is it 30? I don't know. Let's take a look at it real quick.
It's 160.
I'm good with that. Try to memorize everything, but it is just so hard to remember every single thing about.
It says range 60 feet.
Yeah, you can get it in there. Oh, easy.
That's what he said.
No. All right.
I think that's 55.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, and it just hovers anyway, so it can just float right over the embankment, you know? Perfect.
And I will use it to attack gargoyle.
Porn's going to grab it.
Okay.
And then I will step up to right here, and I'm going to holler out, "Stay close to me," as I cast Crusader's Mantle.
So you're basically pulling a gladiator and saying, "Come with me if you want to live."
Pretty much.
Get to the
Holy Order
jungle.
within 30-foot radius. So you got to stay within 30 feet. You basically get 1d4 radiant damage when you attack with a weapon.
Oh.
So I just dropped that effect on everybody, right?
Oh, yeah.
As we've learned tonight several times, 30 feet's pretty big.
He's going to be wasting this bless, but I'm not going to be.
I'm
I'm not going to tell him that though. But combat's going to be over next round anyway. So at the start of the round, because I'm
Okay, that's my
making
turn, right?
the Aarakocra Ashara jump into the. So are you all
Yeah, I
done
think
there,
it goes
Shen?
to-
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So just as you start to do what you're going to do, all of a sudden from above you hear the Aarakocra Ashara. He yells. He says something in the words like, "Duck, my friends!" And as you look up and you see him, his hands are churning as all of a sudden his hands come to life with fire, and he slings a fireball down right in the middle of all those gargoyles, and they basically explode into bits of rubble and to earth. And as all of this fire is coming towards all of you and this rubble from the explosion, it seems like you guys are in some type of force field to where you don't feel any of the heat and you don't get hit by any of the rubble. So basically what's happened was you guys were basically put into like a spell sculpt, something like what an evocation wizard would do. So you guys are unharmed from the fireball that just erupts, and as all of the fire clears, the smoke subsides, there are, basically these gargoyles are toast. Vorn's got no scorch marks either. He was spell sculpted as well, and your spiritual hammer still there. So you guys are out of combat.
Under my breath, I
Mhm.
say,
What do you say?
"Goddamn kill stealers."
What kind of bird brain idea was that?
Yeah, take him and kills.
Come on.
No pun intended.
Tighten
Right?
up.
What kind of bird?
I just want to point out the fact that the people that complained about the KS were the ones that went invisible and had their little like mini fight off to the side. Just say it.
Hey, we didn't tell you to run off on your own.
Nice. So you guys are out of combat, and Ashara, he flies down to the embankment that you guys are on, and he thanks you, and he says, "You will be worth this ritual if you choose to accept it." And also, he looks towards Omi and also Darganoth and says, "My daughters will have, I'm so happy that I offer my daughters to you too." And he said if he had more daughters,
Son, right?
yes, but remember, his the child needs to become of age first. So he's 8 years old.
Let me have him now. I won't harm him.
Sort of like the old school teacher type of scenario there.
Yeah, I mean, what doesn't hurt him will just,
Make him tougher.
better.
He says, I can see that. He'll agree to it. So, you guys are out of combat. Let me give you guys a little bit of experience here.
Well, Darganath, I'm glad that worked as well as it did, because I could picture us being torn to shreds by those things right about now otherwise.
I think we were fine.
Just
Your-
shreds, you
I was just getting warmed up.
Yeah, your spell making them incapacitated was a great strategical move. I mean, for sure. And it just happened to luck out to where they all failed except for Darganoth. So, well, Darganoth with his inspiration that he used.
Out of character, you saved their asses, but Darganath's like, nah, we were fine. I was just getting warmed up.
Yeah, you were only critically wounded, but then again, everybody did get hit did get healed by the mass wounds, cure wounds, so that was pretty nice. All right, everybody. So you guys are out of combat. So what say you, adventurers?
Well, I think we've earned a good night's sleep, guys.
Yeah, you were just fixing to turn in for the night when all of this chaos ensued where the gargoyles attacked. So you guys can get your long rest. I'll tell the tracker you guys had a long rest. Nothing else happens throughout the night. And it is now the next morning.
Where's my little bird friend?
Your little bird child, he is with his family, but at some point they will meet you guys in like Port Nine Zaru.
Did we have any encounters, through the night or anything? You know what I mean?
No, it was quiet through the night. Nope. Unless you want to do a random encounter roll, then we can do that.
Oh no, I meant like a stealth encounter from a certain couple
rendezvous.
females.
That's up to you. Did it happen? You tell me. Did it happen? I'll kind of reverse the role of DMing back on you. Did it happen or not? Without too much, I guess you could say, detail.
Maybe they came by just to watch a spoon show.
Is that what you call it these days?
She no longer wants to be your bride, Omi. She says, "I can't handle that." You're on your own, Omi Barton. I'm telling my dad I don't want anything to do with you.
From helicopters to spoon shows, you can never get enough of Omi.
That's all right. I've already got one child that's a half orc, elf, human. I'm not quite sure.
I think you've been showing your spoon a little too much, Omi.
Wait till Brunhilde finds out that you got another Eric Hocker going on there.
Oh.
Whoa.
Hey.
Jeez.
Threesome with an Eric Hocker and a half orc.
That would be interesting. I would probably actually watch that on Pornhub. On Bug Bug.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Wasn't that a feature in the last Bugbear Monthly?
TOS.
I am not saying a word. So what happens the next morning when you guys wake up? What are you guys doing? Are you guys going to take that ritual to where he's going to let you fly? You'll have wings for 3 days. Arakakra give you wings.
Well, we got to decide what we got to do. You got like 3 or 4 choices, right, Omi?
Yeah, we could either. I think we kind of posted it, but things have changed, so we'll kind of talk about it again. We could either take that ritual and fly straight to Omu, and double time it so we could get there in 3 days. Actually, about 2.5. Or we could go check out Needle's Bones and then that other wreck that we saw on our map. Or we could just start heading back to port.
As much as I want to hunt pirates, and as much as I want an airship, if we fly there, can we still get to Omu on time to meet up with everybody?
Sure. Yeah, if you want to go to Omu, that option is there for you, yeah.
If we double time it and fly like double pace, we could be there in 3 days.
I can't decide because I want to hunt pirates and I want an airship too.
Or you're getting a regular ship. You got in a couple days you're getting a regular sea vessel.
I want to be a sky pirate. I've always wanted to be one. I mean, what?
Well, maybe we can attach some balloons to it.
Modify it a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe I can stick the broom up its butt.
Oh. Plug one of the holes.
Oh,
that leak's fixed.
400 pounds. What's that?
Plug a hole. I said that leak's fixed.
Oh yeah.
This is bad humor. Sorry.
I'm voting for the Needle Bones, Wreck of the Norwal path back to Port Zaru.
So do we head out to Needle's Bones in the morning then?
That's my
Sounds good to me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So it sounds like the party wants to head to Needle Bones or whatever on foot.
Okay,
It
so
just
you
typically does whatever the group wants.
so you guys don't want to take the ritual then. You want to save it for later or something like that.
Yeah, save it for later.
Okay.
Oh,
Alrighty.
I mean, if it's independent, I'm gonna go ahead and take it. Cause what if I fall off my broom? I figured that'd be like insurance.
It's going to be a day's travel, and of course, I mean, you could get there actually faster with your broom if you wanted to, Vay.
I'll stay with the group.
Okay. All right, so you guys say your farewells. Your brides will be waiting for you. Your Aarakocra boy will be waiting for you. I don't know what to call it. The youth Aarakocra will be waiting for you. So as soon as this death curse is over, they are yours. So as you guys do a full day travel. So why don't you guys go ahead and give me a whoever's going point, go ahead and give me an encounter roll.
Oh yeah, this is the Wilderness Jungle Greater Undead.
Yeah, you can do that in the dice tower as well. I'm going to make them have no encounter. They can't hear that, but... Alright, so you have no encounter. Good roll. And you guys make it to Needlebones, which you were told that it was a sinkhole by Ashara. And as you approach, you can see the wide sinkhole that is yawning wide open in front of you. And the earth around it is littered with all of those bones that you were told by Ashara. And you guys can see that these are definitely a small humanoid, a goblin type of bone. And the opening to this massive sinkhole is 90 feet across, and it's a pretty rough circle type of entrance, but the entrance is circular. And there are some stone walls that are kind of sinking down. And you guys look down, and you can see that about 30 feet down, it's filled with that murky green water that was told to you by the scouts of Ashara. So you guys can see hundreds, if not thousands, of frogs that are hopping all around on plants and other, watery plants that are floating on the top.
Well, first of all, I'll cast Spoon's Encouragement on my party members.
Okay. Everybody give me a perception check as you guys are looking down into the hole. Howdy, Lo. Welcome. Thank you, Gwyd. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the bits, man.
I'm perceiving the hole. I can't even find the hole.
I think they got it covered.
Wow, nice. Had a couple of crits. So
Zero.
both Vay and Zero. You guys notice that in the massive body of greenish, murky muck that's down there, you guys actually, as your eyes are focusing towards the darkness of the sinkhole, you can see that there is a massive rib cage, and it's sort of in the middle of this muck, and then you can actually see that there's a lot of other bones, and it looks like something like a dragon that died down here in this murk. And you can see all kinds of vauns and moss and all kinds of mushrooms and other types of lichen that are hanging from the bones that are jutting up out of the water. And you're able to tell that the water, from the way that the bones are sticking up out of the water's probably about anywhere between 3 and 5 feet deep. And then as you look down, the walls are actually draped with a bunch of vines and stuff. So it looks like climbing down into this grotto or sinkhole would be fairly easy. Doesn't look like you need to do any kind of checks or anything like that.
So what do you think, guys? You want to go down and check this out, or maybe just one or two of us go down and check it out? Or what do you think?
It's all good together.
Yeah, don't split the party.
Annihilation, and we may go a little bit extra tonight. So, do any of you have to go at exactly 9 o'clock tonight, or can you guys hang out for a little bit afterwards if we go over?
It's the weekend. My mom said I could stay up late.
Nice.
How long over?
Vay, you're not going to the goth prom or anything tonight?
My wife went to this night's Backstreet Boys concert by herself.
She went to the back.
Really?
Are you kind of a little hurt on that though, Dragon Bait?
Yeah, Dave. Yeah.
I kind of actually like the Backstreet Boys now. I don't know. Maybe it's just I'm older. I don't know. I just like the Backstreet Boys now. Call me weird.
It's actually some local band I'd never heard of. So.
Nobody can ever replace New Kids on the Block.
I used to love them too.
You guys
Man.
are losing so many cool points.
Never mind. Flashbacks. All
The
right.
right stuff.
Yeah, there you go. Wow. Give yourself an inspiration for that, Darganoth. Because you actually know who NKOTB, right? Yeah. No. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Thanks for the bit star and Full Metal Jack. Great name, great variation. Thanks for the prime as well.
Oh,
All right, guys.
We need Nathray in the tracker.
All of a sudden, Nathray just poofs up. He just spawns right in front of you as he logs into the game. Welcome off. But then he zones out and he sits down Indian style, and a countdown timer of 30 seconds is on the top of his head, just counting down to 0. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome, Nathray. Good to see you, man. I think he's muted. Mute button.
Oh, thank you. I snuck in as the dro that I am.
I failed my
in the shadows
perception check. So you can get advantage on your attack and also crit damage. Ooh.
Nice.
All right, so as Nathray, as you guys are at Needle's Bones, and actually you have a couple of Aarakocra that actually fly you to Needle's Bones because I guess you weren't feeling well or something like that. So Nathray is back at the party. You guys talked about you wanted to go down into this green, murky water, and it's about a 30-foot drop from where you're at on ground level to where this 90-foot hole is, and you see the bones of what looks to be like an old dragon. Is this thing going to awaken and be a Draco Lich? We'll see. All right, adventurers, now that I just put the fear of God into you, what do you do?
First, I'm going to tell Shen not to say anything.
Okay.
I don't need you requesting a Draco Lich next.
Living on the edge, you're taking up too much room.
Wow. So you guys start climbing down into this this hole. And it looks like a great battle was here. I mean, you see all kinds of... there's a couple of small little islands as well that are kind of protruding in this greenish muck. And you can see weapons, you can see bones that are floating. But like I said, these are all goblin bones. And there's all kinds of moss, vines, lichens, mushrooms, different color mushrooms that are on these bones. So yeah, you guys get down to the bottom. The water is about anywhere between 3 and 5 feet deep. And it's got a pretty muddy bottom too, because every time you guys take steps, you can feel more bones like kind of crunching and stuff. And then the water kind of murks up. So everybody, so who all is going into the water?
I think we all are. But
I guess
Hard
all
to
of
tell.
it.
I mean, what can we observe from? Not
Why are we here?
What? It's because that's
Where's
where you
Zero
guys
thinking?
wanted to stop. Well,
What's
Zero
Thorn
asked,
doing?
why are we here?
One of
Yeah.
the prior map people that helped us fill in our map put this place on the map, so we were going to check it out on the way to the wreck of the Narwhal. Was it? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
Shin will go down, but he's using his ring of water walking, so he's not sinking in the water. I'm walking on top of it.
sure.
Nobody likes wet socks.
You guys know, no, everybody hates wet socks. I hate wet socks. Do you guys want? If you guys want to find out what type of dragon this would be, you guys would know that you're going to need to lift that dragon's skull out of the muck, because you would know that you would need to do that to identify it. Obviously, not everybody's back, Johnny. They're just not talking.
All right, who's the strongest?
But everybody
person
has
here?
been talking, actually.
Not it.
I would probably say what, Shen or Nothray?
Shen or Nath? Yeah.
Sure.
Let's go lift this head.
Let's go lift it.
All right, so both of you guys can lift it up. I'll let you guys have whoever wants to roll it. The other one, give me a quick. Whoever wants to be the primary roller will do some assisting. And in fact, why don't you guys just all do it? You'll only need, a couple of successes anyway, as everybody kind of grabs one portion of the skull and lifts it up. Up to you.
Is it
though. You can use athletics, strength, and if you have athletics, you can also use athletics.
Yeah, let's all do
And I'll
it.
lower the
that
DC
way we're
from
not.
15
That way
down to
we only have to
12.
do it once, hopefully.
All right, I guess I'll get dirty and wet, gross.
Nice rolls, Nothray, Omi.
Oh,
Shen,
Omi had his Wheaties.
Darganoth, you're faking it, but it looks like you're helping. Zero, great roll.
Boom.
It's bothering me that it's this gross down here, and I had to get in it.
Are you high maintenance, Darganoth?
I am a noble, so
Vay, let's get a roll from you. Are you helping out, Vay?
Yeah, if it looks like I need to.
No, you don't. I was just wondering if you were, but as you're
Why don't you get Vorn
looking
to
at
do it?
everybody. Oh yeah. Well, if you got Vorn can climb down, and Vorn helps as well, and you guys just lift it up, and you can actually see, Vay, as you're just kind of looking, as you're the onlooker onto this. You see everybody like really lifting up, but you see Darganoth. He's not even really touching the skull, but he's faking it, and he's like faking like he's really using his might to lift it up. So you guys were able to ascertain that this was a green dragon at one point, and this green dragon must have. And as you lift up this dragon, you can see that there's a lot of like a scoring on the bone, to where it looks like a lot of something ate the flesh off of this. And you guys would, I would say that you guys know what quippers are anyway. You've encountered quippers a couple times. Looks like a bunch of quippers were in here at one time also, because you can actually see some quipper bones that are lying on a couple of those little sandy knolls that are sticking up out of the water. So yeah, everything down here is dead. Bunch of quippers, goblins. Great battle, probably between the quippers, the goblins, and also the dragon. So why don't you guys give me an investigation check really quick? Everybody give me an investigation check. All right, so Darganoth, as everybody's looking around as well. You can find you actually found a small alcove on the western wall that was hidden behind a bunch of these vines and lichen and all this moss that's hanging, and you found an entrance to another small little 10-foot by 10-foot room. And it looks like there's some items that possibly this dragon hid back there.
I will say nothing to the party and just go check it out.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
No,
That
you
would
can
be
do
better.
that if you want
No,
to.
it's pretty. You know what? Darganath right now is a little mad at half the party, so he'll try to get Omi's attention. and just be like, hey, look, I found something here.
Is it spoons?
Maybe.
My eyes get big. Where?
Right here, and I'll show him.
I kind of look at it with my dark vision, and if it's like dark in there too, and see if I can see anything.
It is. Yeah, absolutely. You can see that there's a like a little stand that's in the middle of this room, and there is a small box, and there's a purse that is on this small little stand. A stand about 4 foot tall.